This week marks a rare return to Knoxville for an elite fraternity of military veterans. Living recipients of the Medal of Honor voted to hold their annual gathering for a second time in Knoxville. The first was back in 2014. Black Hawk helicopters escorted recipients on one of their most important outreach missions this week. 10 News anchor John Becker joins us live downtown from the East Tennessee Veterans Memorial to set off this coverage for us. It is just an honor once again to be hosting these heroes. John.
Well said, Robin. And we are here because this monument dedicates 14 pillars to 14 recipients of the Medal of Honor from East Tennessee. You can see over my shoulder, Alvin York from World War I, Ray Duke over this shoulder from Korea. It was the living recipients today who made stops at East Tennessee schools. A grand entrance at a Knoxville high school, fitting for veterans among America's most exclusive group of warriors. Pat Brady earned the Medal of Honor in Vietnam in 1968, piloting not one, not two, but 3 helicopters, braving fog, enemy minefields, and gunfire to rescue 51 severely wounded troops in one day.
President Johnson awarded 4 medals of honor to men from each of the armed services.
America owes you a debt of gratitude, son.
The movie Forrest Gump depicts the battlefield actions that earned Sammy Davis the military's highest and rarest medal in Vietnam in 1967. At one point, the soldier used an air mattress to cross a river under enemy fire to rescue wounded troops.
I was accredited with bringing back 8 men across the river. My back was broke. I shot 30 times, but I loved my brothers enough that I kept bringing them back across the river.
Raw war stories form the basis for a 45-minute conversation about life lessons for people in and out of the military, patriotism, sacrifice, and courage.
You can have all the courage you want. You can't use it up. And by the way, it's the key to success in life.
In a moment that captured the attention of the auditorium, Sammy Davis played a tune on his harmonica, one he learned to soothe the nerves of troops in the field of battle.
After he was done playing, he gave it to me, and it's signed.
Whenever we're doing something to help somebody else, we shouldn't do it if we're getting something out of it. I think we should do it out of love for that person.
The thing I took away most is that if you don't have fear in life, that there's something wrong with you.
As I said, the heroism is interesting. Valor is interesting, but it's only important in as much as it can be inspirational. But we want them to know they can be heroes and they don't have to go into combat to do it. That's the takeaway.
Downtown Knoxville with my colleague Katie Inman, who spent part of her morning in Jefferson County with more recipients visiting students there.
Yes, we had a Vietnam veteran and a War on Terror veteran, and both Medal of Honor recipients who were able to speak to the whole student body at Jefferson County High School. It was definitely a packed house. They spoke about those values that the character development program that Jefferson County High School implements in their classrooms. Those values really matter, not only just in that curriculum, but also beyond those 4 walls as they go out and they live their lives. This is actually the second time Jefferson County High School was able to be blessed with the visit from Medal of Honor recipients. And they said that they're not going to stop teaching that character development program, those 6 core values, anytime soon. They have those 6 core values hanging on posters throughout the entire school. Of course, the mascot is the Patriots, so they are very patriotic anyway. And I have to say I'm very biased because that is my alma mater, but definitely Jefferson County High School had a great visit today.
We thank you for covering that. Thank you, Katie. And as I send it back to you, Robin, just some perspective here of the more than 41 million people who have served in America's armed forces since the start of this country. About 3,500 have received the Medal of Honor. 65 are alive today, 34 with us here in Knoxville with their families this week.
An elite group, and they can teach us all a lesson or two. All right, John, thank you very much.